guys, this is Courtney with GrayLaw TV, and today we're going to do a mock marriage interview so that you can see exactly what it's going to be like when you get in the room. I'm going to play the role of the officer, Lloyd is going to play the role of the husband, and Jennifer's going to play the role of the wife. They're going to be the ones getting interviewed. You might recognize them from some of our earlier videos. Yeah. Typically what happens when you walk in the room is the officer's going to swear you in, so don't sit down right away. They might actually tell you which seat to sit in. They might take a fingerprint, they might take a photo, and then they'll go through the forms, the I-130 form that you submitted and the I-45 form that you submitted. So make sure you go through all of those and know all of those questions really well. They're going to ask you if you're a communist, if you're a terrorist, if you're here to overthrow the government. They have to ask you all of these questions. Your dates of birth, they're going to run through the entire form. So be very familiar with answering all those questions. Some of the questions are really long, so don't interrupt them. Let them get to the end of the question before you answer it. We're going to start with the juicy stuff, where they start asking you questions about your marriage.
And question, like, what should they wear? Because even today I didn't know what to wear. So
oh, you didn't? Okay.
So what do you
that's
wear?
A really good question, like what to wear. You don't want to walk in like a three-piece suit looking like a lawyer, okay? Like I'll be wearing, if you have a lawyer with you, they'll probably be in a three-piece suit. You want to look, you also don't want to wear like cut-off shorts and like a torn t-shirt. Something in between. I would say like business casual. I would say what you have on is absolutely perfect. Okay. Something that you would wear like to like a nice lunch with people you want to impress. Something like that. Okay. Please remain standing so I can swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Have a seat. You're the beneficiary?
Yes.
Okay, so you sit there. You're good where you are. What is your complete name?
Lloyd DeVries.
And what is your address?
485 James
I'm
Street.
sorry, I didn't ask you. I asked him. Does he not know his address?
Oh, no.
Okay, what is your address?
485 Dream Street.
Please be sure to, when I'm asking you a question, I want you to answer. When I'm asking you a question, I want you to answer. Please don't answer for each other. I'm sorry, again, your address?
485 Dream Street, Los Angeles, 90049.
What is your date of birth?
April 1st, 1996.
And your date of birth?
June 1st, 1996.
Okay, and where did you two meet?
At a
At
coffee
school.
shop.
You said at a coffee shop, and you said at school. So I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to tell you that there are severe penalties to lying to a U.S. federal officer, that there are severe penalties for filing a petition of marriage fraud, and I'm going to give you one opportunity to withdraw your petition. Would you like to withdraw your petition?
No.
No.
Okay, so where did you meet?
Well,
It's like the coffee shop is
it's
at
right
our
next
school.
to the school that we go to.
Okay, so the coffee shop is at the school.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
They're adjacent to the campus.
Okay. So I'm a little tempted to split you up and interview you separately. We do that from time to time when things don't seem to be adding up. I would ask you 20 questions, and then I would bring you in and ask you the same 20 questions to see if they match up. I'm going to ask you a few more questions together so that we don't have to go through that process, and see how that works out before I separate you. So you met while you were students at the same school. So when was this?
I want to say August, September. It's like right before school started.
Was it August or September?
It was the end of August.
The end of August.
Yeah,
Okay,
end of
so when
August.
school started at the end of August, what year is this?
2017.
2017. Okay. So then what happened? How did you get together? How did you?
I DM'd him on Instagram.
I'm sorry.
She sent me a message on Instagram, like instant message type deal, and
Okay, so you started talking on the computer.
Yeah.
phones, but yeah.
On the phone. Okay, so you're sending each other messages.
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened? Did you go on a date or?
Yeah, we went to
dinner movies.
Yeah, dinner and a movie.
Where'd you go to dinner?
It was Rush Street, and the movie, I don't remember. I'm not good at that.
You
kind of
don't
stuff.
remember the movie? Do you remember that?
That is Spider-Man.
With Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man was Spider-Man.
Okay.
I like cartoons.
You like cartoons. Okay. Okay. What did you like about him?
He has an amazing memory. I'm just kidding. No, he's funny and he's nice.
And what'd you like about her?
She had really pretty Instagram pictures and an amazing laugh. And I mean, she's all around nice person.
Okay, and when did you decide to get married? Who proposed to who?
I proposed to her at sunset. I think we're at the beach.
It's Valentine's Day.
Is Valentine's Day at the beach, at sunset, like a restaurant, or like
No, the time.
Oh, the time. Okay, so it was sunset on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Okay, and what year was this?
2018.
2018. So you.
It's about 6 months after we met.
6 months. That's not a very long time.
And you know.
When you know, you know. Okay. Did you feel like you were rushing it? I mean, why'd you propose so quickly?
It just felt like the right time. I mean, we've been around each other and it seemed like we were known each other our whole lives.
Okay. And when did you move in together?
It's like probably right after 6 months later, right soon after.
Yeah, right after we got engaged.
Right after you got
A
engaged?
couple weeks later, I think. I don't remember.
Were your parents okay with that?
Yeah, they love him.
Okay. So you moved in together in February or March of 2018?
I want to say February, yeah.
February, okay. So you said your family loves him. You know her family?
Yeah. I know mom, dad, cousins, pretty much everybody.
Okay. How often do you see them?
Mostly on Sundays.
Yeah, we go there every Sunday to my parents' house.
You go to your parents' house every Sunday?
Yeah, we go Sunday.
Okay.
Have Sunday barbecue. My parents every Sunday.
Okay. And do you know his family?
Yeah, I talk to his mom a lot. His family lives in the Dominican, so I don't in the Dominican Republic, so I don't really talk to them or see them as much. But hopefully we can after he gets his green card and go see them.
Okay. What are his parents' names?
Well, his dad's deceased, and his mom is Eloise.
Eloise. Okay. And does he have any siblings?
Yes, he has two, Humberto and...
Diego.
You don't know his brother's name?
Well, yes, Humberto I do, but Diego is not really part of the family anymore, so
Yeah.
they don't really talk about him, and I don't really ask a lot of questions about it.
Yeah, we don't see him much. Probably don't plan on seeing him. It's one of those things.
Okay. So when did you get married?
It was my birthday.
Right. It was your birthday.
And what day is that? When is your birthday?
June 1st.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Good, you got that
June
right.
1st, yeah, 2018.
Okay. And where did you get married?
Vegas,
Vegas.
Vegas. Okay. And who was there?
It was like a whole bunch of our friends and my family.
Your family was
Yeah,
there?
we got married at
Did he
Bellagio.
have any groomsmen?
Yeah.
Who were they?
Tony and Mike.
Tony and Mike. And
Different.
did she have any bridesmaids?
baby. Yeah, our sister,
Her sister was her bridesmaid?
yeah, Jamie, or maybe Veronica. Jamie, Veronica, one of those. They're twins, so I can't tell them apart.
You can't tell them apart.
It was Veronica. You don't know yet?
Okay. Let's see. Did you have a reception?
Not really. We just kind of had dinner and then went dancing afterwards. We were in Vegas, so did the Vegas thing.
Okay.
It was a little VIP section that we had there. That was sectioned off. And
Yeah, it wasn't like a hall reception with
Yeah,
decorations.
it was nice.
and
It was a
all
lot
that.
of fun.
Okay. And
Remember my dad?
Yeah. I was gonna forget that.
did you go on a honeymoon?
We had
We
a couple
stayed
days,
there.
but just stayed there
3
a couple
days,
days.
like after we
Like
got
you didn't
married.
go and you stayed in Vegas?
Right.
Right.
Okay. And where were you staying?
At Bellagio.
Okay. And you got married at the Bellagio?
The reception was at somewhere else. We got married at a chapel and then went over to
Okay.
dinner.
So do you live in a house or an apartment?
Apartment.
And who else lives there with
Just
you?
us.
Do you have any pets?
No.
No.
Okay. Who gets up first?
Both get up about the same time because we go to school together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is the alarm clock on your side of the bed or your side of the bed?
We don't have an alarm clock.
You don't have an alarm clock? How do you get up?
We just, use our cell phones.
You use your cell phones. Okay. And so, do you guys work?
Part time. after school.
where does he work?
He works at, actually for his brother at a mechanic place.
Okay, and then where does she work?
She works for a bar, part-time, usually 3-4 nights a week.
Okay, what nights a week does she work?
Depending what's busy, it varies, but most of the time like Thursday through Sunday, weekends, and if they need her, it varies.
Okay, and what time does she get home?
Usually after 3 o'clock, the bar doesn't close until 2.
Okay, so you get home pretty late, and then you're up early?
Yeah, just have to do that.
Okay. How many bedrooms are in your apartment?
Just
Just
one.
one.
Okay, and how does the bathroom sink work?
It's a lever, lifts up,
Both.
dilly, handle.
Okay, and how many windows are there in your living room?
It's one.
3.
You said 1, you said 3?
Well, it's a big window, and then it has those 2 side panels on
It
it.
looks like one window to me. It's on the same wall.
Okay. Okay. So are there televisions in the house?
2.
Yeah, we got 2.
You have 2? Okay, where are they?
Living room and bedroom.
Okay. What color is the blanket on your bed?
It's
Green,
like a
blue.
blue-green.
Green blue.
Okay. And what'd you do for Christmas last year?
Went to my parents' house.
Yeah.
And what did he get you for Christmas?
I believe it's perfume.
Yeah, it was perfume.
Okay, and what did she get you?
It was like this coupon book she made for like dishes.
I'm sorry, coupon? Coupon
You
book?
know those little books that you make that it says, you know, kiss, a hug, here's the dishes.
Okay.
You
Okay.
get rewarded.
Okay. Can I see your, or when was the last time you went on vacation before we get to documents?
Well, just
Well, we
when
haven't been yet.
Yeah,
We're still
just
in
the 3
school,
days when we were in
Concord.
Vegas.
Okay. Okay. Can I want to see your joint documents, so let's start with your taxes. Can I see your joint taxes?
Mhm.
We don't have those
Oh.
joint taxes. Not that they haven't come in yet.
Oh, you don't have them yet?
Not yet.
Okay. So you haven't been, okay.
We haven't been working that one.
Okay, and you haven't been married?
Right.
Okay. All right. So that's fine. Do you have a lease with both of your names on it?
Yes, we do. You have that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so from there, they're going to go through all of your documents. Depending on the style of the officer, they'll ask for individual documents. They might say, show me all your documents. We have segments on what exact documents they're looking for, so be sure to check those out. There's also a ton of other questions that they could ask you that we didn't go over, but we didn't want this to be like a 2-hour long segment that you're looking at. So instead of having them answer, I'm going to run through some of them really quickly. So how much is your mortgage or your rent? Do you have a garage? Who parks in the garage? Like what kind of, do you each have a car? What color car? What does he drive? What does she drive? They might ask about the art on the walls in the bedroom, like what kind of pictures are hanging up. They might ask how many bathrooms you have. They might ask how many times a week you order takeout, maybe what you had for dinner last night. You know, what did she have to drink last night? Some of the questions that they ask, they don't expect you to know the answer, and when you come up with an answer, it sounds sort of fishy to them. So like, I don't know what she had to drink. Like, she usually drinks iced tea, but I don't know if she had that last night. Is fine. If you don't know the answer to something, for example, you didn't know his brother's name,
Right.
don't make it up, because they can see his brother's name probably on some sort of document somewhere, or they'll ask you your brother's name, and you don't want to have been wrong. So it's better to say that you don't know the answer, even when it's something maybe that you should know, because there's probably an explanation for it, and you can give it. And it, you know, her sisters are identical twins, and so you can't always remember which one did what and when. Okay, so it makes perfect sense. What television service do you use? Do you have DirecTV? Do you have Spectrum? They may ask that question. How many computers do you have? Is it a laptop? Is it, what are the computers? Desktop? Thank you. What kind of, like what kind of music does your spouse listen to? Like when they're driving the car, they listen to the radio? You know, do you listen to your Pandora? If the answer again is I don't know, say I don't know. Like when we're together, we listen to this kind of music, but I know I listen to like my heavy metal when I'm on my own, and I'm not quite sure what she listens to. I know sometimes she listens to classical music at work, because sometimes she plays it when she's working at home. But you know, where do you get your groceries from? What supermarket do you go to? If you have pets, the name of the pet, where you got the pet. that sort of thing. What did your spouse get you for your last birthday? They might ask about, do you celebrate any religious holidays? And what did you do for the last religious, like I asked you about last Christmas? You know, they might make assumptions based on where you're from about what you celebrate. So, you know, don't feel like if they say, you know, what'd you do last Christmas? You can say, like, we don't celebrate Christmas if you don't, you know, and don't feel the need to, like, you know, but at the same time, I wouldn't get political. I've heard some people make jokes about certain people in office in interviews, and that is a big no-no. Like, never, ever do that, because you don't know who you're talking to or what their political affiliations are. And they might ask, what'd you do on New Year's Eve, or what was the last movie you saw together? You know, we don't really go to the movies, we watch Netflix, and I think the last movie we watched was whatever, okay? So those are some other questions they can ask. So I hope that gives you a good idea of what you're about to walk into. Good luck, you're gonna be great. The best advice I can give you is to be calm and cool and personable. If you're super nervous, they get nervous about you. So just be how they were. It started off a little rocky, but then once she slapped him, it was fine. They're clearly married. Okay. So thanks for watching GrayLaw TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.